Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Jan Erickson from Stepping Aside, and welcome to the Esoteric Influences for Wednesday, the 15th of July, 2020. Well, let me get down to where my notes are so we can talk about all this today here. We have a, let's see, we have actually a 7-6-22 type of numerology today, given that it's the 15th. That reduces to 6. So we have a 6 for the day, 7 again for the month, and 22 for the year. We've really been talking so far this year about, focusing on the 22 year. That's the master number for the cosmic builder, or manifestation that's from a soul level, or something very profound. But typically that's because soul has come in and said, wait a minute, we have to stop now. We have to go this way now. And I feel like that's really what's happening this year. You're seeing a lot of things restructure, a lot of things resolve. That's another thing that's happening. Relationships mostly. I think that's what this all comes down to, how we relate to one another. Are we doing it in a way that's harmonious, or are we at each other's throats all the time because egos are clashing, when the ego is just the lesser experience here, right? If soul is guiding it like it should be, we have a 6 energy today. That's signaling higher self energies. If we allow that voice to guide our path forward, then I think we do better than if ego is the one that's in charge and the voice that we listen to. So higher self energies today align with the cosmic builder energy, providing soul level change this year. A collective rebirth is possible now as we seek harmony with others and move forward in shared purpose. The rune today is Ewaz, the 19th rune of the Elder Futhark. It's the water element. It reflects change, momentum, an intuitive bond with one another. You can see Laguz forward and reverse there, creating Ewaz. It also represents the Merkaba, travel, partnership, astral travel as well, binding toward mutual end and relationships. From there, you move to Manaz, rather, which is the individual within society. But you can see how with Ewaz, we come together in that type of flow. Let's see, I don't have Ewaz or Laguz right here, but let me draw that out for you so that you know. Most of the runes, they're bind runes. This is a really simple one. It's just Laguz, forward and reverse, but still, that's what it would be. And that's flow or momentum. Well, not really momentum. It's more like an easy flow of spirit, really. It can be used magically as a hook to pull energies back to you. Say if you're dissolving channels or something that you've created with other people or other situations. Sometimes if you're empathic, you get too overwhelmed by that. And so you have to essentially stop all that process from happening. And Laguz is great for that. To chant that while you're visualizing the channels or the cords that you create with people. They're energetic in nature. If you allow them to dissolve, then you can kind of get your center back a little more quickly. But with Ewaz today, relationships are going to be in focus as we seek harmony and integration with others. The momentum exists now for profound change in that regard, so don't hesitate. Find common ground. It's just that simple. The whole thing is telling us to do that today. The moon is in Taurus until Gemini tonight at 10:20 p.m. My time, Pacific Daylight Time here on the West Coast. Although the moon moves into chatty Gemini at the end of the day, you may feel like socializing with others as the day progresses, not so routine-oriented, or you might be drawn to something more intellectual in nature. Self-expression is favored, the moon sextile the sun. However, be aware of how transformative your message may be for others to hear, and that's reflecting the moon trine Pluto. A trine between the moon and Jupiter's retrograde effect, however, should help provide enough inner awareness to inspire and transform in a way that fosters a shared direction forward. We have Jupiter was in opposition with the sun and conjunct the Earth last night. It was at its closest. Now Saturn's going to do the same. You can see them both in the sky. Saturn's lower in the sky and Jupiter's higher. and Jupiter is more bright than than Saturn is. However, Saturn's going to increase its brightness here by the 20th when it's in opposition itself with the Sun and likely in conjunct with the Earth at that time. So you're seeing both in retrograde also. So Jupiter's expansive effect is going to do that work on the inside versus the outside, and so perceptions are changing. And again, in this 22 year, it's around how we relate to one another. What can we expect from one another? Like during the pandemic, why can't we expect everybody to wear masks when they're out and about? Why can't we expect that? Why won't people understand that this is simply a medical health issue? We're trying to stay safe from something we don't have a vaccine for. And then there's all the conspiracies surrounding the vaccines. It's like they want to take away every possibility of survival. Yeah, this is just silly what's happening. And it just seems like the energy is taking us, whether you're talking numerology or whatever runes I draw or whatever is, charts I'm doing, it all seems to dovetail toward that. The human design stuff today, an inner focus is necessary today to allow perceptions and beliefs to shift into harmony with others. If you've been struggling with finding truth, now is the time to accept a new path and redefine your way forward. Let go of conflict today and find common ground with others. The channel of awareness is still active today, and again, we're finding our rhythm with others, but we're doing it in a way that's based on spirit, not based on the ego. Because if we stay there, well, we might as well just all go out and be around people that have the COVID. Just go hang with them, get up real close, because the effect's going to be the same, right? I mean, can life bend toward truth? Can it bend toward life? I don't know. For some people, they're really struggling with this. They see it as a plot. They see it as a way to control them, and it becomes a personal sovereignty issue, when in reality, it's just we're trying to survive something. And to put our children in harm's way of this when the country can't get on the same page about how to stay safe just now, why would you allow your children to go into that situation? I'll lay you odds that you're going to see, even in schools that do open, parents are not going to send their kids back. You may have some that do, but I don't think you're going to see a mass exodus out of the home and back into the schools, because once they go back, what are they going to bring home? And to think that children aren't susceptible to this, yes, they are. If they're alive, they're susceptible. What I just read, France, a woman gave birth to she had it. Her child was born with it. So that was that was something that they just reported from France. Doctors in France have seen this. So again, we don't know what we don't know. So it makes sense to let perception shift today and try to get on the same path with everybody else, just towards safety and protection. The vice president, in his typical cluelessness, made a comment, I guess it was yesterday, that we don't want to let the CDC guidance get in the way of opening schools. It's like, what? And now they want to, I don't get this. They're the most confused bunch of people I've ever seen in my life. And in the final analysis, how many want to go to jail for this? Because if you think there aren't going to be prosecutions over this, I bet there will be. At the very least, lawsuits. You can't shepherd a country through a virus by flinging open the doors and say, come one, come all. Let's all get it. Herd immunity isn't working. It's not. So I'm sorry about that, but whatever y'all think's going to happen, those of you who are still confused, nothing but the worst is going to happen. So I don't know. I'm just stunned by all of it, frankly. I could have never thought that we would over some, I mean, I can see being at odds with each other over some other issue, you know, but this should be a no-brainer. And I mean that. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. This will go up on the side panel. I'm going to go ahead and do Somewhat Daily Tarot and Rude now, and that will too. Thanks so much again for watching. And if you haven't clicked subscribe on the channel, I'd love you to do that. It's just a lot of fun to do these videos. I step outside my comfort zone every single time I do it, and I'm told that's good for me. So I don't know. Anyway, thanks again, you guys. Have a wonderful day, and stay safe, all of you. Be good to yourself. Be good to one another. Wear a mask if you go out. Please, please, please. And blessed be.